What's up, metalheads? My name's Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. And today I'm going to do my overview of the Terrain 365 Invictus ATB. This knife is made by the same company as that I did a review of the P38. And they use different blade material than most other companies. I'm not aware of anyone else using this blade material. They call it Terravantium. It's dendritic cobalt. It is non-ferrous, non-magnetic. It will never rust. And very interesting blade material. I keep wanting to say blade steel, and I gotta catch myself. It's not steel at all. So let's go over the specs, do a couple size comparisons, and I'll tell you my thoughts on it. All right, overall length is 8.125 inches. Blade length on this one's 3.5 inches. Blade thickness is 150 thousandths. The weight's 4.4 ounces. It's on cage ceramic ball bearings. This is what they call their marine gray G10. I really like the color of this. I like the feel of it. They did a great work on the G10, and yeah, it feels really nice, actually. I'm not a big G10 fan, but they do a good job on it, a really good job. Titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer, full backspacer, and great access to the lock bar, great milling to get you, it's kind of like a step milling. I wish every company would do it like this. It's lock bar perfection, guys. Lock bar perfection. I guess you'd call this a bolster lock. Liner lock, bolster lock. I'm going to go with bolster lock. I'm not sure what yeah, they call it a bolster frame lock. So, very cool knife. Let's do a couple size comparisons here. This is a longer knife. Here's the Spyderco schmuck. A little bit longer than the schmuck. What else we got here? Pretty long. How about the TRM Shadow? A little bit longer than the Shadow. How about the Spyderco Manix 2? A little bit longer than the Manix 2. Also, not by much, maybe a quarter of an inch. Here's the Paramilitary 2. A little shorter than the Paramilitary 2. What else we got? How about the Demco 8020? The Shark's Foot variation. What else we got? Oh, here's a longer knife. Here's a long knife. Here's a long one. The Microtech SOCOM Bravo. A little smaller than the SOCOM Bravo. By the way, this knife was sent in to me by my friend Craig to check out. Thank you very much, Craig. I really do appreciate it. Craig's Instagram will be linked in the description below. Give him a follow. Super cool guy. Super awesome knife collection. Here's the Chavez Sangre. Almost identical in length to the Sangre. I think it is identical in length. Thickness is very similar between the Chavez also. Here's a QSP Penguin. And we will do a Benchmade bug out, and that'll be enough. Here's the Benchmade bug out. So it's a big knife. Big knife. It's kind of heavy. Over 4 ounces. The action on this knife is fantastic. Just like the P38. Fantastic action. It does have the same thing as the P38, the glow-in-the-dark thumb studs, which makes no sense to me because these are not tritium. So you have to charge it for it to glow. And if your knife is in your pocket, it's not ever going to glow. You know what I mean? So I think they could do away with that. Or they could use the tritium stuff like Glow Rhino uses. I think that would take it up a notch and make a lot more sense. Ergo's one. This one is very neutral but very good. I mean, no hot spots anywhere to speak of. Got a nice forward finger choil there. Plenty of room to, yeah, it just feels amazing in hand. It really does feel amazing in hand. It has a fuller, but the fuller is non-functional. As you can see, once the blade is closed, the fuller is not exposed, but the thumb stud action is fantastic on the thumb flick and the reverse flick. Equally as good on both. I wouldn't say one is better than the other. This is not a reversible pocket clip, so no lefty love on this one. The pocket clip is flush mounted with a flat screw. It goes in and out of the pocket perfectly. The fit and finish on this knife is absolutely fantastic. It truly is fantastic. Gave you a little jimping back here to give you a little extra grip. And you can feel it, and it does work. These knives are made to be in a marine environment, right? They're made to be around salt water. The thing you got to know about Terravantium is that it does not hold a fine edge at all. I mean, you can put a fine edge on it, and first time you cut cardboard, it's gone quickly. But it will hold a working edge for quite some time. So, you know, this knife is probably not going to be for everyone. If you need a very fine edge, this knife will. None of their knives are going to be for you. But if you just need a working edge that's going to last a long time, and you don't have to worry about rust, this knife will never rust. There's nothing on this knife that can rust. It's impossible for anything on this knife to rust. This may be for you. This is for the person that is on the ocean a lot, for the person that maybe does a lot of backpacking, long distance backpacking. You don't have to worry about your knife rusting. You just need to hold a working edge. Don't need a fine edge for anything. Although for backpackers, this knife is heavy. So was the P38. They're kind of heavy knives. They're kind of overbuilt, tough knives. You could hard use this knife for sure. But you just got to know going into these that you never have to worry about rust, but you're never going to have a fine edge. So if you can get along with just a working edge, you'll probably really like this knife because, yeah, the fit and finish is amazing. The ergos are amazing. The action's amazing, and it will never rust. So I really like them. I really like them. Price on this knife is $375, which is very expensive for a knife, but, you know, considering what you're getting, I'll let you decide if you think that is overpriced or not. It's one of those things that no one else is doing it. They're the only ones doing it that I'm aware of, and they're doing it extremely well. It's a very nice, very well made knife. I do not know who the OEM is. If I had to guess, I would say it's Riat. That's how good it is, but I don't know that for a fact, so that's just a guess. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this knife, comment down below. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have, and I'll see you guys on the next one.